Joining us now is Chris Gross, who was riding the first car of that train. Chris, thank you for joining us. And how are you this morning? Did you suffer any injuries?
I didn't. Luckily enough, I walked out unscathed. I had a second hit of adrenaline at like 2:30, so I didn't sleep a single minute.
And where were you in the car?
I was in the very front of the first car, behind the first set of 5 seats. So there's the 5-seater and then the 2-seater, 4-seater and a 2-seater. I was in the 2-seater behind the 5-seater.
Did you see what was about to happen? Were you able to brace at all?
Not at all. I had my laptop open watching Mel Brooks movie, and all of a sudden, impact.
And tell us what happened when that impact occurred.
People started falling over each other. It was so quick. I saw flames, beams, the guy sitting in the 5-seater. I started screaming, turned over and looked. He lost his leg right underneath his knee. And the guy sitting across in the 4-seater had a compound fracture, similar area. And then once I fell right in the middle between those 2 seats, I saw flames coming at me about a foot from my head.
How were you able to get out of the car?
One of the people who was burnt, both his hands were burnt. He elbowed the emergency exit latch and started to pull the door open.
We were talking before we went on the air, and you never know how you're going to react, and it just something just kicks in.
It was one of those things where I was just like, I don't know, it's life or death at this point.
And you were able to get out of the car, of the train, and we saw the footage, the video that you shot, and the flames that were coming out. Were there any train personnel? Was there anybody telling people what they should do?
Not at all. Like I said before, the guy who opened up the door, jumped out, stuck his hands in the snow, and people were everybody on the train, including myself, were helping people get off.
And you had no idea how that you had struck an SUV?
Either the engineer or the conductor got over the speaker and said that we hit a car. I had no idea until I got off and turned around and saw a car.
Were people, I can imagine, helping, just doing whatever they could to help fellow passengers? I was,
second I hopped out, I turned around, helped a few people off, called 911.
Well, Chris, thank you. I know it's a difficult time for you, and to share your story, and you and I and others are thinking of those families who lost a loved one and who are affected, but we're grateful that you and so many came out unscathed. Thank you, Chris. All the best going forward.
Thank you.